This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name is Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Hey, what about you? We're talking today about your inner critic, or as I heard it referred to recently, your inner bitch, which is a good way to put it, isn't it? And you know what I'm talking about, that inner voice of criticism in your head that will put you down way more than any real life person ever would. And as we get older, I think that sometimes that inner critic, that inner bitch, she can become louder with time, can't she? So let's do something about this. Now, psychologists believe that negative self talk, which is what this is, often develops as a protection mechanism. Your brain is constantly trying to keep you safe from rejection, failure, embarrassment, or disappointment. Because, as we've noted before, any kind of social exclusion like that would have meant death to our cavemen ancestors. Ancient men and women needed to be part of the tribe in order to stay alive. So it's your inner cave person, the ancient part of your brain that's activated here. It's trying to keep you safe, to keep you alive. And so, in order to keep you safe, it scans for problems and it compares and it criticizes and it tries to warn you that something's not right. But the problem is that your brain today, your modern brain, can't always tell the difference between real life danger and emotional discomfort. So then, instead of protecting you, your inner critic ends up keeping you stuck overthinking, stuck doubting yourself, stuck putting yourself down and shrinking your life and your goals. But it doesn't have to be like that. Research in the field of cognitive behavioral psychology has shown that one of the most effective ways to reduce negative self talk is something called cognitive reframing. And yes, I know that sounds complicated, actually, very, very simple. Cognitive reframing means learning to question the thoughts that your brain presents as facts, because not every thought is correct. So, say, for example, you were to make a mistake at work and then think, oh, I'm terrible at this. Now, instead of accepting that thought automatically, when you reframe it, you ask, well, is that true? What evidence actually supports this? Or indeed, what would I say to a friend in this situation? And suddenly the thought changes from, I'm terrible at this, to, well, I made a mistake. Human beings make mistakes. I will learn from it and move on because it's not the end of the world. So that's quite a small shift, but it's also big, this questioning and reframing. And if you keep doing that over time, it changes how your brain processes stress. Another science backed strategy that you can use is self compassion. Now, studies have found that people who practice self compassion are actually more resilient, more motivated, and less anxious than people who constantly self criticize. Now, why is that? Well, it's because shame shuts the brain down and compassion helps it recover. So when you speak to yourself with understanding instead of punishment, it's been proven that your nervous system becomes calmer, clearer, and more capable of problem solving. In other words, you'll perform better at work, at life, at everything when you stop emotionally attacking yourself. Because that's what self criticism is, it's an emotional attack. We carry so much invisible emotional weight with us: pressure to succeed, pressure to be the perfect partner, parent, worker, pressure to never physically age and to care for everybody else and just keep it all together. What we really need to do is support ourselves mentally the way we support everybody else. In fact, you'll be better able to support those who depend on you if you're taking good care of yourself first. So the next time your inner critic shows up, try this. Just pause, notice the thought, question it, and reframe it. And always ask yourself, would I speak to somebody I love this way? Your mind is always listening to how you speak to yourself. And over time, the words we use become our emotional reality. So choose them wisely. Support yourself. Don't attack yourself. Now, I hope that was useful. Feel free to share this with anybody you think might find it useful too. Please leave a rating or review, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.